Good morning. Welcome to Shake It Up Saturday. I hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. I'm Helen Brahms, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona on this absolutely gorgeously hot Saturday morning. So it is time to shake things up. It is time to get out there and try something new. It is time to go get outside your comfort zone. You have to excuse me, I just got in from outside and it's allergy season out there. Like crazy this morning. But that's what Shake It Up Saturday is all about. It is about shaking up your life, doing something, trying something new, stepping outside your comfort zone. What's that one thing that you've always wanted to do, and every time you think about doing it, you're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So yesterday I did step outside my comfort zone. There was an incident that happened a few years ago, and every now and again I think about it and go back to it, and something yesterday got me really, really hard that I needed to go and check on the situation and everything else. And I will tell you this, it shook me to my core. It truly shook me to my core because my belief of what had happened at the time was correct, but there were certain factors that were not correct, that have been incorrect in my head for all these years and stuff. And it shook me up a little bit. But I think I'm now getting closure on that, which is kind of cool. So I had my shake up yesterday, but I'm also getting another shake up today because I have my mastermind group. And I love masterminding because we learn, we assist, and we grow. We step out, we get forced to step outside our comfort zone anytime, because anytime if you want to move forward, you have to step outside your comfort zone. If you're just going right up to the edge of that comfort zone and you're not taking that step over, that's where you're stagnating. You are not moving forward. Yeah, you can move forward all you like inside your comfort zone, but as soon as you hit that wall, you're like, yeah, no, I'm not going the other side. But the moment you step over that comfort zone, unlimited potential, unlimited growth, unlimited distances that you can go. If you're inside your comfort zone, you're inside that little circle, and you're not going anywhere except inside that circle. But step outside that comfort zone and you have unlimited possibilities available to you, unlimited opportunities available to you. Yes, it is scary as hell to take that step. I know it. I've been there. I no longer know where my comfort zone is. I have my comfort blanket, and that's it. They gave me a blankie when they kicked me out my comfort zone, and I've never been back. I wouldn't even know which direction to go to get back in it. I'm constantly stepping outside my comfort zone. And the cool part about our mastermind group is I always tell the newbies, I said, well, get ready to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's a very interesting place to be, but you don't grow unless you do. I mean, look at everything I've accomplished since Brad passed. You know, for the first time in my life, I was on my own, completely on my own, as far as nobody was living with me at the time. I had to make all the decisions regarding the house, regarding the food. I had to make all those decisions. I had nobody to consult with. Or what should we have for dinner this week? Or should we go to the movies this week? Or should we do this? Or should we do that? It was all me. That was a very scary place to be. But over time, I'm beginning to get comfortable with being with myself. I'm glad I've got Zeffie because I can talk to her. She doesn't talk back, which is a kind of a little bit of a problem at times. But just being outside that comfort zone, you know, buying the RV, that was something outside my comfort zone. I had never purchased a huge vehicle like this before. I had never driven a vehicle like this before. But the confidence I have gained behind the wheel, yes, there are days I get out on the road and the traffic's like whizzing past and I'm doing my own little thing and I'm sort of like, oh crap, how's this trip gonna go? And some cars will go whizzing by and you're like, oh shoot, or like cut in front of you, and just things that shake up your core, but they help keep you alert. You know, when I next hit the road, I'm going to have a vehicle behind me. I have never towed a vehicle behind me before, so that's going to be a new experience. I'm always looking for ways that I can step further into my uncomfortable area of further away from my comfort zone, so that I can learn and I can grow and go through new experiences. You know, tripping around the country by myself, that's a scary thing when you think about it. You know, a female by herself traveling is a pretty scary deal. And the number of times that people, when I were back into my parking my space in a campground, and I'd be sitting there and I'm pulling out all the gear and everything else to get the sewer hooked up, the power on, the water on, and all that sort of thing. And people come up to me and they're like, "Are you traveling by yourself?" And I go, "Yeah." And they go, "You drive this," pointing to my rig. by yourself? I go, yeah, like it's no big deal. And now it really is no big deal. There are times that I feel a little more uncomfortable on the road than I normally do, but most of the time I'm more comfortable behind the wheel than I was before. But it's stepping outside that comfort zone. It's shaking up your life, because there is just absolute, I mean, having a loved one pass on you, that is like one of the ultimate shake-ups. That really is. And it starts you questioning things of, you think you've got all this time on earth when you don't. So it's time to stop putting the barriers up. It's time to start breaking them down, or finding a way around them, over them, under them, or through them, and start living. It is a time to start living a fulfilled life. So if you're not already living a fulfilled life, you need to figure out how. How can I make this happen? Not I can't do it because blah, blah, blah. There is no excuse. There is no excuse. If you want something bad enough, you will find a way. Once you make that commitment to it, you will find a way to make it happen. So just get out there, do it, step outside that comfort zone and go for it. I mean, I'm terrified about towing a car behind me. I have no idea how that's going to go, and it's not going to be, and I'm not going to be okay with it until I get on the road and start driving with it and go, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought. So step outside that comfort zone. It is time. It is time to live a life of no regrets. When you get to the end of your life and somebody tells you to look back over your life and what are the things you regret, what are you going to be telling them? Are you going to be telling them, I have no regrets? Or are you going to be listing off? When Brad was asked that question about 2 weeks before he passed, he told me a couple of very deep personal ones that he had, which was fine. I totally got it, totally understood it, and everything else. But one of the ones that he, and at the time we only had Darmic, our oldest grandson. We only had him at the time, and he told me, he says, my biggest regret is I'm never going to see my grandchildren grow up. He knew more were coming, and that was his biggest regret, was that he would never get to see them grow up, and that hit me hard. And it's like, what are going to be my, am I going to have any regrets, or am I just going to go out there, do what I need to do to get where I need to get to? If you've ever heard Carrie Underwood's song Temporary Home, go listen to it. It is, and have a box of tissues with you. That when I first heard that song, I was a sobbing mess. Every time I hear that song, I become a sobbing mess. It gets me every time I even think about it. It is an incredibly powerful song that says that, where we are right now, it's just a temporary place that we're on the way to where we're going. And I sit and I think about life, and I think, we're on this plane of existence for a certain amount of time before we transition to the next plane of existence. We don't know what's on that next plane of existence. Is that the final plane? Is that the one that we really have come home? Or is there another plane of existence we need to go through to get to our home, to wherever we've got to go? Right here, right now, this is our temporary home. If you think about it, if you listen to the lyrics on that song, especially on the chorus, they are powerful lyrics, and they really get you thinking. So, well, on that note, I'm gonna leave you today. I got to go get on my mastermind call. So have a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. Do something today to step outside your comfort zone. Let us know, what are you doing today to step outside your comfort zone, in the comments below, so we can celebrate with you and help support you and help you take those steps forward. It's a very scary place to go to, but once you actually get there, it ain't as bad as you think it is. Trust me, like I said, I'm so far beyond my comfort zone, I have no idea where it is. Anyway, have a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday, and we'll catch you guys later. Hey, konera.